Most people aren't considering government when they think about their car insurance, but the status of your car insurance plays a large, if often overlooked, role in your relationship with your local and state government, since the assumptions people act under can often be incorrect or misinformed. Today, let's take a quick look at some of the most common misconceptions you may have about car insurance. Misconception 1. As a Georgia resident, I can have auto insurance from outside the state. Everyone knows that car insurance is a legal requirement for driving, but not everyone is aware that the state of Georgia, like most states, requires you to get a Georgia-specific policy through an agent that has been specifically licensed to underwrite insurance in the state. This almost certainly isn't an issue for you if you've already been living in Georgia and you've had coverage in the past provided by an agent who offers Georgia insurance. But if you are moving to Georgia from out of state, this is something that you need to be very aware of, as the odds are you will either need to transfer your policy to an agent operating within the state, or at least make sure that your current agency offers coverage that is valid in Georgia. In either case, make sure to let your provider know that you will be registering your vehicle in Georgia to be absolutely sure that you have insurance that the state of Georgia will accept. Misconception 2. Once you've signed your insurance documents, the process is complete. This one is pretty understandable. You've signed the papers, they've drafted your payment, heck, you even printed out extra copies of your insurance card. What else could there be? Well, on your end, nothing. You've done everything right, but your insurance company still has to file your insurance information into GEICS. GEICS stands for Georgia Electronic Insurance Compliance System, and it's the computer program used by the state of Georgia to keep tabs on who has insurance and who doesn't. If your insurance information isn't in that system, then as far as the state of Georgia is concerned, you don't have insurance. How long it takes for your insurance information to get into GEICS depends on your provider. Some file it on the same day you sign the papers, while for others it can take up to a few days. That's something you'll need to ask your agent about. But in the meantime, you've got places to go, things to do. And it isn't as though you don't have insurance, it's just that no one has told the state yet. Isn't there some way for you to be able to legally drive in the meantime? As a matter of fact, there is. Until your insurance company has filed your information into the GEICS system, you just need to bring a binder for the vehicle to your local tag office. No, not that kind of binder. The binder you need is just a written statement binding the insurance company to cover you in the event of an accident. It's a legal document, like a contract, and bringing it to your local tag office will allow us to provide you with 30 days of coverage in the system, giving your insurance company time to get your documents filed. To get a binder, all you have to do is ask for one from your insurance provider. You can check to make sure your insurance information is in our system by entering your VIN number into the Department of Revenue website or by calling 706-821-2391. Once you have that confirmation, you're good to go. Misconception 3. You can simply cancel the insurance on a vehicle that you're not using. On the surface, this is another case where everything seems logical until you consider all the factors. After all, why waste money on insurance for a vehicle that you're not even planning to use? We already mentioned that the state of Georgia manages all automotive insurance through the GEICS program. Well, the computer runs a simple test to make sure that everyone is obeying the law. First, it checks to see if you have an active car registration under your name. Then, it checks to see if you've got active insurance on that vehicle. If the computer sees that you have an active car registration and does not see that you have active insurance, it will automatically issue you a $25 fine. Now, you may not have been driving that car at all. Maybe it doesn't even run. But the computer doesn't know that. All it knows is that there is a registered car out there that is not covered. A car that could hypothetically cause hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages that, without insurance, can't be replaced or repaid. So if you have a vehicle that you aren't planning to drive, and you don't want to waste money on insurance premiums, that's fine. Just make sure that you cancel the registration before you cancel the insurance. No registration, no fine when you cancel the insurance. And if you decide you ever do want to drive that car again, simply get new insurance and then reactivate or renew its registration. That way you can save money and avoid the fine.
But what if they don't?
What if they don't what?
So you're only telling them what happens if they do everything right. If they don't, the fine is just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, you are the Director of Motor Vehicles for Richmond County. Would you like to be the one to explain it?
I'd be happy to. Like Andrew said before, if the GEICS system sees that you have an active registration without insurance, it will automatically issue a $25 pending suspension fee, which must be paid within 30 days of the mailing date. If the $25 pending suspension fee is not paid and proof of insurance is not electronically submitted within 30 days, the vehicle registration will be suspended. To reinstate the registration, you must pay the $25 pending suspension fee, a $60 reinstatement fee, and any penalties or other fees currently attached to your vehicle. Finally, driving without insurance will result in a driver's license suspension. And driving with a suspended license can result in jail time.
Whoa, Lynn, that's all true, but don't you think it's a little harsh to put it all out like that?
On the contrary, I think it's important that people understand exactly how serious a seemingly insignificant thing like a lapse in your insurance can become if they allow it to fester.
That is an excellent point. Thanks, Lynn. Insurance can be a hassle, but it's also a critically important feature of modern life. If you keep in mind all the information we've just given you, you should be well on your way to being safer and more stress-free when trying to navigate the world of auto insurance. Drive safe.